Oh no. Just hit I've taken a chunk out of the... Oh, I'll have to fix. Hello, I'm Neil. Welcome back to the channel. This is the Dad Delivers vlog where I try new things to make your family happy. And today I'm trying to make the family happy by making the warmer. Come closer. I've been putting this off for 2 years. I've got this really lunatic idea and I'm not sure how it's going to work or if it's going to work, but let's just do it and see what happens. We're going to make the hallway warm for this winter. Wherever you're watching this around the world, you would have seen the headlines. You know how energy prices are going up. It's funny, but the standing charge has also gone up by a lot, which has got nothing to do with wholesale energy prices. It's almost as if the whole system is skewed against us. But I'm going to change that with 9mm of MDF. And I'm going to do it here. So this is, welcome to our hallway. This wall is really cold. It's really super cold and we need some coat hooks up on it. But the trouble is when we put coats on the wall, this is what happens. I've got some coat hooks down here, almost to demonstrate. It's not so bad now, but this gets really mouldy. The cold air would come in through the door, but it also would hit this wall, which is really super cold. And then moisture would build up and it would basically just go mouldy and black. We even had to remove the wallpaper because it got so bad. So this is the plan. I'm going to flash forwards to some of the steps ahead. I've got some MDF and the plan is to put the MDF up on the wall to keep the wall warm. Sorry, there's a bit of noise in the background because my son's doing some baking. So sorry about the drilling noises. Let's get started. The first thing I need to do is to measure around the bit of wall that I want to cover, which is fairly straightforward, but I want to keep it above this dado rail. Can you see there's like this bulky rail in the middle here? So I'm going to have one piece of MDF sitting on top of that. The other problem that I've got is that I have to get around these bits of wall. The wall isn't even, and I've got this nice kind of wooden, I don't know what you'd call it, architrave, basically where the door meets the wall. It's got some nice curly bits in, which means that I've got to cut exactly around those. And then it's off to our favourite place, B&Q, the DIY superstore. This is this is us on a nicer day than today. And we went looking for the perfect piece of wood. Now I know what you're saying. Why don't you put plasterboard up? But I can't plaster the whole wall and I don't really want to do the entire, all the way up the stairs as well. B&Q got me covered, it seems, this MDF. I've gone for the 9mm thick version. I went to my favourite part of the store. It's featured on this channel, I think for the 4th time now. The B&Q cutting service gave the guy the exact dimensions that I wanted to the millimetre. I'm not sure how that's going to work out because the walls aren't straight and the measurement on one side isn't the same on the other, but I've given it my best shot and here they are cutting up all the bits of wood that we need. Happily, it's all here in the hallway. I've had this idea for about 2 years. I don't know how it's going to go. The first thing that I need to do, which is, I think it's quite hard, is that I've got to measure these weird wobbly bits and I've got to kind of draw them onto the MDF. Now I've got a tool that can help me draw odd corners. Whoa, copyright music, quick run through quickly. We've got Radio 2 playing. Let's just have a look in the garage. I've got this tool that is used for measuring flooring. Is to measure odd bits around flooring. I think it's in this box. I'm gonna reach in, see if I can get it. Yes. Now it's this thing here, and look, if you hold it up against an irregular surface, it kind of measures it for you and you can draw, you can use it. I think it's supposed to be for flooring to get you around weird bits of skirting and door frames. Whoa, that didn't sound good. Time to run through the copyright music playing in the background. Next I'll clear the area out, and you can't see me down here, look, I've got all these coats to get rid of. So I'll just move them to over here. Let's get the coat hooks off. This is a sad time because these are our only coat hooks in the hallway. Once these are gone, I've got to go through with this plan and get lots more coat hooks up. Next, I'll cover the table in the dog blanket to stop the MDF from getting wet. Now I'm just laying out the wood and measuring up the big chunk that I need to cut out. But let's go indoors now for the tricky part. So I've got my weird shape measuring tool and I'm just going to push it in just to get this shape for the curve that I need to cut in. That's as far in as it'll go. Now I can use this on the MDF and use it to cut the right shape. Now I'm using the jigsaw to knock out the bit that I think will be missing, and this is a bit of a guess because it's all based on my rough drawing. But before I can put it up, I need to clear this area here. I've made a whole video about this bus blind. I'll put it on screen now and in the description. It is very dear to me. This was the bus that I used to get to school sometimes. I don't know why I've got it in the hallway, but I just like it. Moment of truth, here we go. I'll just hold it up here, slide it in. Bottom doesn't work. It's going to be messy, but I'm going to cut a piece off here and hope that I don't ruin it. Let's lift it into place and see what happens. It's hitting the dado rail at the bottom, but I think this is going to work. I'm going to take off a few millimeters at the bottom, which is a shame because that's the straightest edge and the one that you see. INE, it's never easy. I probably need a straighter line to cut on this one, so I've taken the wood outside. I'm going to do it on the table. This could go very wrong. Let's slide it in. Oh yes, that's it. It fits. I'm calling this a Dad Delivers. Not yet, not yet. We'll hold with the success. What I need to do now is to somehow fix it to the wall. I'm doing that by marking in the corners and maybe one in the middle just to keep it flush with the wall. This might involve a lot of drilling, but I'm drilling holes, kind of pilot holes for where I want the screws to go. I don't want them too close to the edge because they'll split the MDF. Hopefully I've got 6 clean marks. Yes. New drill bit, the masonry drill bit. Oh, I hope this works. I think I'm going to use my corded drill because it might just give me just that bit more power. And I'll put in a rule plug as well. Oh, please go in, please go in. Yes. This wired hammer drill has just a bit more oomph than my battery power drill. It feels like a bit of a luxury having 2 drills, and I actually preferred the battery one because it's more portable, but sometimes you need just a bit more muscle to get through these really old hard walls. In goes the last wall plug. Oh man, oh, just on the last one, I knew it. Let's try this time. Boom, in you go. Tricky part, I've got to make sure that the screws line up with all of those holes. Oh no. Just hit that. I've taken a chunk out of the... Oh, I'll have to fix that next. Moment of truth now. I'm going to screw the board onto the wall. I'm going to find the screw holes and just fingers crossed that the screws make the wall plugs in the right place. It works. It works. It's not a Dad Delivers success though. I've got a small problem. I don't know whether to let it go. What do you think? What would you do? Leave me a comment or a thumbs up if you reach this point. So the whole idea was that it would be countersunk. So that has gone in, that's great. And I can cover that with filler and it'll be invisible. This one is almost flush, won't go any further. This one is just sticking out. I can't let that lie, and it's the most prominent one as well. I think, it's always that time of the DIY, isn't it? The perfectionism, but it's okay as it is. What should I do? I'm gonna do it. I have this special drill bit that it kind of drills a little bit of a hole in the base of the thing so that the screw head goes underneath the surface. It gives it a little bit of a dig. Take this screw out. And now I'll get the drill bits with the countersink in. Oh, I hope this doesn't ruin it. I mean, really, I should have done this before I put it on the wall. There we go. So you can see there's like a little groove there. And then put the screw back in. Here we go. Did it. I am really happy with this. It might not look like much, but to me this is warmth. This means there won't be any mould here. So I don't know if you can see that all the screws are now countersunk after I threw a tiz and redid them. But now I'm going to get the bus blind back into position. I think I need to readjust the screws for that to work, and then work out how I do the coat hooks. I'm drawing a line where I want the middle of the coat hooks to be. So I'm now using a wooden drill bit, the thinnest wooden drill bit that I've got, to mark out the holes for the hooks. I think this is going to work. And now that means I can just screw the coat hooks into place using those pilot holes. They seem to be going in really easily. Yeah, let me try this. Let me go click, click, click. Is there one more? Click. That's how it's done. Oh no! No! The drill bit snapped. Oh no! Oh, this could be really, really bad. I mean, I've spaced them out perfectly. So if I can't put a screw in there, I can't have them in this arrangement. I've got to get that drill bit out. Oh, I knew there's something go wrong. These are the pliers that I'm going to use, and it's why I wear the glasses as well. Anyway, let's see if these work. Please, please, please work. Yes! I got it. Okay. What am I going to use now? I'm going to use what I probably should have used in the first place, which is a masonry bit, which is a bit stronger. But these snap all the time as well. It's done. Okay, this is so satisfying. For the first time in a long time, we've finally got some coat hooks. Not just coat hooks, but we've got 2 rows, and that means there's a hook for each of us. And this second row could be there for bags and dog leads and who knows what else. But hopefully the wall of coats clinging to 2 or 3 hooks is over. They've got somewhere here in the hallway. That was a pretty good day. It's a good day, but it was worth it.
Can you please help my daddy get 10,000 subscribers? Just click on his face. Thanks, bye. Alright, this is gonna be the proper one, bye.